He is the tinfoil chef, a man with a video love.
Welcome back to Hermitcraft. All right. Well, I've got the front of this place kind of pretty much finished out. And I figure this should be plenty here. I have found no way to move these things down half a block, like put a slab down under and use a piston to push it down, and any number of other tricks. It just isn't going to work. They're not going to go down half a block. Minecraft just simply doesn't like that. And of course, this is finished out. It's covered over and looks good and so on. And yes, it is kind of floating right now, but I figure what I can do here is that the blocks in the middle can be full blocks, and that'll take care of the floaty problem and whatnot. Of course, before I do that, I'm going to have to tear this down completely and move it, because now that I've figured out, with you guys' help, how to get that thing built and looking halfway decent, I need a place for it to be, because after thinking about it, up here in the main bar area is not going to cut it. So I went out and I got some spruce wood. It's darker. It's not exactly as dark as the dark oak, but that's all right. So let's see. Thinking a doorway here. Wonder if it should be 2 or 3, but I'm thinking probably 2 is going to be better for right now. And I got some stairs made up here. Oh, come on. Really? You're going to do that? Yeah, like that. Bring them down, and then over, and then down some more until they're down in here on this level, where I've put in a bunch of netherrack. That is not going to be the regular floor. That is just some temporary scaffolding, so I have a place to work. All right, let's do something here, even if it's wrong. All right, and oh yeah, there's a 1 block space in there so that anytime I need to put a block of something like old redstone down there for tables or for whatever reason, I can do so, and that will serve for the time being as a ceiling for this area down here. I'm thinking probably might end up redoing the building in the spruce because it's darker. Oh yeah, there's a thought. All right. Make it 3 wide. And yes, I think this oak needs to be changed out with a spruce. Because, as some folks have pointed out, have a darker kind of look, a darker interior, and the darker wood will do that. Darker interior, torch lit, it's going to have a better kind of a feel to it. Alright, I'm going to save most of this changing wood out for off camera. But yeah, I'm going to bring this stair down here. And just keep bringing it down. Getting this clay out of the way. And then right around, well, let's see, some more stairs. I can just bring it right down to this level. Clear this a little bit. Put a landing down here. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I may be a block too high. Yeah, because the floor that I'm going to put down here needs to be on top of this layer of netherrack. So, yeah, I got to take out this last layer. Yeah, but that's the basic idea here. All right. Yeah, got it. Something like that. And of course there would be more wall space here. Like so. This wall would be turned into spruce as well. And yeah, and then of course I'd have to clear out under the stairwell. Figure something out for there. And spruce walls around here. And should I just make it spruce flooring throughout, I wonder? Let's give it a bunch of that and see how it looks. Might get some glowstone chandelier-ish kind of things in here for lighting. That might be cool. Meanwhile, let's just torch it. Let's see, how does that look around the moss stone, the mossy cobble posts there? Let's see. You know, that might just be good. And maybe that whole layer of stone should be mossy cobble. Oh, for crying out loud. Really don't need you. Alright. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good plan here. Alright, I'm gonna get some daylight. Replace a whole bunch of this oak with spruce, and we'll be back to see how it looks. So, took a little while. Got the light colored wood, except for the bar, everything replaced with the spruce, and I think that's kind of helping the look. Down here I've got this started out, and there's still a little bit more to do up there. I've run out of stone for the time being, and so on. And of course get the roof on this, or at least get the walls up here matching with the rest of it. I'm not sure how high it needs to go, because up there is where the mechanism for the dealing system is going to have to go. In any event, it's getting there. There's a lot of work that needs to be done on it yet. And there's some few things that I need to figure out, and yeah, it's getting there. And what makes it extra fun is that partway through this process, I ran out of the dark wood, the spruce wood, and since I didn't know where there was any to grow, to just go out and harvest, this is possibly due to laziness on my part. I will admit that. That's fine. Anyway, I went off to my branch mine, both to work on coming up with more resources and so on, and also just simply to think about things, to consider the possibilities of this or that kind of development. I had thought of, for example, a floor in here, instead of being the spruce, of some kind of a combination of mossy cobble and mossy stone brick. But I couldn't figure in my mind that that would be good with the spruce wood in the setting of the saloon. I don't know. Maybe it might, but I couldn't see it quite working. As a matter of fact, as much as I like the mossy cobble pillars, I'm not sure that works too great. In any event, as I was doing this and considering what the options and whatnot, as I like to do that sort of thing while branch mining, because that's always been a very relaxing, peaceable thing for me to be doing, and which is one of the reasons I have done so much of it. And, well, then in one of my branches, the thing opened up into a ravine, the bottom of which was covered with lava. And as I was maneuvering myself into position to douse water on that lava, a creeper jumped in behind me somewhere, from out of I don't know where, and said basically the old creeper line, "That's some nice gear you've got. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it." And then he exploded. And yeah, the bow I have is a Power 3 mending bow, not the X bow, that I acquired, I don't know, some while ago. And yeah, I have the good pick. I still have that. I still have the diamond chest plate, and I've even got the axe because I didn't take it with me when I went there. But everything else gone. Yeah. Since then, I have, now that was 2 days ago, as I record this. It was 2 days ago. Once that happened, once I realized that everything was gone, and I was only going to recover just the little bit that you see there, and I realized I was out of diamonds, so making anything new was just not going to happen. I had to put it down. I was about as close to a total, absolute, utter rage quit as I have ever been. And so I got out of there, went and did something else, put it away. Yesterday, late, I finally got back in and I started doing some mining. Is the one thing that I know to do. You're out of resources, you go mine. You're out of diamonds, you go mine. You don't know what else to do, you go mine. And so on. I have, between yesterday and today, spent a grand total of like 12 hours mining. And I'm up to like a little over 30-some diamonds. I figure it's probably going to take 2 or 3 stacks to get me back into a similar situation where I was before. So that's going to be time-consuming. Meanwhile, I am at a stall point here. There's the thing with the floor. Not quite sure where to take this next. I know the poker table is actually going to be down here. And, it'll be removed from up there, and the rest of it will be just made to look like what it is. A saloon in an old west town. That kind of thing. Meanwhile, I'm at a point where I have to stop and get away from this, and I'm sorry for a lack of videos, but in addition to everything else, I had some real life stuff that had to be attended to, and as we all know, the real life stuff does have to take priority. And yeah. And sometimes it takes a lot longer than we think it's going to. You know how that is. In the meantime, I will try to get back to doing things on a more regular, every other day basis very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am